What's up, everyone? Day 6, we went from Red Deer, which was really hard to leave with how much fun we had, to Great Falls in the great US of A. It was a 6-hour long drive, 405 miles, and included a border crossing. The drive went smooth, the truck drove great, and at this point I feel super confident in all the maintenance I'd done, and there's no doubt we would make it to like our next destination. So that was a super relaxing feeling. There's no leaks. My alignment actually isn't off like I thought of it was in the first couple videos. I don't even remember when I mentioned it. I think it's honestly like I usually drive 3 to 5 miles a day and not above 40 miles an hour. This trip was none of that though, and I think just the speeds I was driving and how far I'd driven just had normal wear and tear on the tires that I wasn't accustomed to seeing. So that's funny. I'm paranoid. Nothing new. Next, we planned this whole day pretty much to just be like a shorter type of day, um, preparing for like a terrible experience at the border, like I have previously experienced. And we ended up getting super lucky and pulled up around 11 a.m. and we were the third or fourth car in line. This border crossing went even quicker than the Canadian border crossing, which didn't even take long either. All we gave him was orders and passports. He said, "Welcome home," and sent us on our way. So that was great. Thanks to that guy. If we would have known it was going to go that smooth, I 1000% likely would have driven through Great Falls and stayed the night at Billings, Montana, to just get a little bit further south. And that's the same city I usually stay in all the time. So I knew there was good parks and good dog parks and a lot of food to eat in the area. But Great Falls was beautiful, so no complaints there. As you drive into Great Falls, you have to kind of go down a cliffside, and it was pretty cool just getting into that canyon where the city itself is just stood up. Yeah, so as we got into Montana, it was nice to get a change of pace from the farmlands that we were driving through and see like mountains and creeks and just more eye appeasing landscape. We had to take the nice old welcome to Montana picture as a family, and we just hit the road and just tried to. We enjoyed being back in America. We had a lot of stress in Canada with like no cell phone service and a little bit more, much more rural areas. And just being back in America, having our phones working again, and things like that was a huge relief. Driving into Great Falls itself was also just gorgeous. You kind of hug cliff sides as you kind of turn and maneuver down into the town, and it's just a pretty view where you can see the whole town as you're driving down. So once we got there, we went to a dog park a few miles from the hotel. Our dogs loved it. The grass was green, fluffy, full. The heat got the best of the old fellas, so we only stayed there for 15 minutes or so. But after the dog park, we went to the Best Western Plus Riverfront to check in, and the room was super spacious overlooking the river. We had food at the local place next door called McKinsey's River Pizza. They had a gluten-free pizza that my wife honestly raved about. She said it was like the best gluten-free thing she's had in like the 8 months she'd been gluten-free. And I even tasted some of that cardboard pizza, and it was in fact edibly delicious. So tomorrow we have the longest drive of our trip, and we'll be going to Cheyenne, Wyoming over a 600-mile day. So tune in. Thanks for watching. Drive safe.